So here's a crazy idea. What if, just what if, trying to be a good person, trying to be more enlightened with your goals is actually causing you some fucking suffering? So about a year ago, I was chilling with my boys in a men's group, and I actually wasn't chilling. I was pretty much on the verge of a breakdown, about to start crying, really sharing deeply about a challenge I was going through. And the challenge is this. The challenge is that a long time ago, I made a choice to prioritize fulfillment over money. I left a great career, making great money, but I knew that over the long haul, I needed to prioritize my own inner journey and really mastering this secret art of living a great life. And I've done a great job of that. I've created a really rewarding life, very fulfilling, helping a lot of people, and making good money along the way at different times. But about a year ago, I was in my men's group and I was struggling. I was filled with doubt. I was filled with fear. I was talking to my boys and I was like, yo, fuck, I don't know if this path is for me. I'm making enough money to get by, but at this point in my career, I want to be making grown man money. And I was going through just a 2-year period of not making a ton and really doubting my path. And what one of my good friends said to me was, he's like, listen, he's like, Jacob, I've known you, 20 years at this point, something like that, 15 years. And he's like, what I know is that you pretend like the money doesn't matter to you, but the money matters to you. And, my ego didn't like hearing that, but the truth was there, which is I actually do like making money. And he said, you spend so much time trying to do good, help the world, blah, blah, all that shit, right? He's like, if I were you, I would just suggest that you focus on making money, make it about the money. And he's like, sure, you could try to enlighten yourself out of caring about the money and, go meditate and breathe and do all that shit to pretend or to really try to get past caring about the money. But the reality is you feel to me like you care. So why don't you just own that shit? And it struck a chord with me. There was some deep truth there. And I said, all right, you know what? I'm going to make it about the money. Now, it didn't mean that I was going to sell my soul, lie, rob, cheat, any of that shit. It was just I'm going to run a business that focuses on being a business, right? Making money. And so I did. And the last year has been one of the best years, maybe the best year, or close to it, that my business has ever had. I feel better. I've probably done more deep work with people as a result of focusing on the money. Creating programs now that people are deeply engaged in, creating retreats, all this shit. So I think that, because I thought I was doing the right thing, quote unquote, not focusing on the money, because that's what we do when we're enlightened. We don't focus on the money. But that's bullshit, right? That was actually causing me suffering. And it's not just true with money. I've had this true with sex with myself in the past before, where I was like, no, I don't want to be that guy who cares about that thing, but then actually not caring about that thing or pretending that I didn't care about that thing caused me a lot of suffering. And when I just owned it, actually, here's what's true for me, life got a lot better, not just for me, but I think my interactions with people I was interested in romantically actually went a lot better as well for everyone. And I see this true, in my own life also, looking at my relationships that I've been in, where I thought, no, if I'm being a good guy, if I'm being quote unquote more enlightened, then I'm gonna do the inner work to heal our trauma and grow. And actually that shit was just more suffering in the veil of enlightenment, of being a good personal development person. And so I have a module in my Cave in the Clouds program called Soul Goals. And one of the things that I encourage people is don't worry about if your goals are enlightened or not. Like, fuck if your ego likes them or not, fuck what you think other people might judge you for or don't, but like, what would give you energy? What would feel good for you? What would bring life inside of you? And I share this video today in the spirit of perhaps there's a way in your own life in which you're focusing on being a little bit too enlightened, and if you were to let yourself just do what you really wanted or what really felt good, that maybe life could get better. So that's my check-in from Korea, sending you my love, and hope to be in touch with you in the near future. Peace.